To fix this problem, as with users, we're going to create some sample microposts using our seeds script. It would actually take quite a while to generate microposts for all 100 users here. There's 99 plus the first one there. So we're just going to create microposts for the first 6, especially since we want enough microposts to trigger pagination. So what we're going to do is create 50 microposts just for the first 6 users. Let's pull those users out of the database. And I want them in the order that they were created here in the seeds file. So I'm going to say user.order created at. Remember, we saw with the micropost model that this returns the oldest ones first, so we had to reverse it in that case, but in this case, that's what we want. And then we can just take the first 6. So the take method takes the first 6 from that list. Now at this point, we could iterate through each of these users like this, and then create the micropost here. But that would create big runs of, in this case, 50 microposts. And as we'll see in the next lesson, when we make the feeds, we're going to want the different users to be interleaved. So it's actually more convenient to iterate first 50 times. And then inside here, for each user, create a micropost. I'm going to create bang, just to make sure any errors are caught immediately. And close this off. And now we have to give it some content. I'm going to define a local variable inside this block. We'd like this content to be something that doesn't distract us from the design, but that has some variation. We saw up here that we used the faker gem to create names, and it turns out faker also has the ability to create lorem ipsum text. And in this case, let's make it a sentence of length 5. Save that and reset our database. Actually, let's do it here. We have to shut down the server typically. First reset, and then we'll seed. All right, let's restart the web server and see what that did for us. All right, all the microposts appear to be there. We've got the link, we've got the lorem ipsum text, the gravatar's working. We even have pagination. So it looks like this partial that we defined is actually working. Of course, the styling is a little crazy, so let's add some CSS. There's quite a bit. In fact, the CSS I'm going to include here is all the CSS we need for this lesson. So I'm just going to paste it in. Here we go. Save that. You can just take a look at the structure if you want. You can see we're styling the li here, the list item. There's the user and content classes, the timestamp class, and the gravatar class. Let's take a look. Aha, much better. Looks like everything is working here. We can even look at a second user here. Let's look at 5. This is user 5. Pagination, as we saw before, is working, so it's still working. The CSS, of course, didn't change that. Great.